Hello guys, I am going to do a post-mortem report on the Nashorn Group Build, at least the build part of it here, because I'm not done with painting and weathering and stuff. So it's this far. It is base coated, except for the tracks, and the return rollers haven't had any Dunkelgelb in there, but as I posted on the Google Plus group, I'm going to be redoing the wheels. I think some people may think I'm being overly picky and whiny. I just didn't like the overspray and how inaccurate the hub looked. I don't know that you can see that. I'm going to do some close-up shots in a little bit, but they're just not what I want, and that's all it's about, really. I do this to learn about stuff, mostly, because in my day job 3D modeling, or doing this, is the best way to learn about stuff. You get your hands on it. If you build something in a computer or in real life, you just learn it biblically. And I'm doing a lot of this, and I just want to be able to execute what I'm looking for. And I've got a ton of Panzer IV variants, all with these same ridiculous wheels. So I want to be able to get them right. So Norm, or anyone else who thought I was maybe being a bit of a whiner, you're right. And I am super critical and super whiny. But I just want it to look right. And yes, I'm going to cover it with pretty dark mud, but so maybe I shouldn't have ordered that template, but I did. So, okay, well, before I go on about the other stuff in the kit, these are Panzer IV Super Kit wheels. I don't know how many people have done these, but these are the hub part without the rubber tire. And then there's a bag of tires. I wish they all just had these. These are for the Panzer IV-E, the initial tooling Super Kit one. That's almost done, that I've been doing for months and months and months. But anyway, it'd be nice if they just had those. But wheels aside, because that's not really important, let's look at other stuff here. So let me pop these buggers off. I should have done this off camera. Alright, so there's a couple of things I know I messed up. And there's a couple things that I just didn't get right because of instructions. So let me see if I can point out what I did wrong here. So these, I don't know what these things are, but I guess that one's too high. I was looking at like the renders in the back of the box, because in the instructions I didn't see very good like mention of them. I don't know if you can see this. So here we go. Here it's got like, it gives you like a top-down view, orthographic top view of where they should be. I didn't remember seeing this in the instructions, and so I don't even have this guy on there at all. I actually kind of messed up a piece of photo etch that had to be used to put him on, and I kind of don't care. And then again, down here, there they are. But in the instructions they kind of glossed over that, I feel. Or I'm an idiot and didn't see it. And here's where that spare antenna is supposed to go. I've just taken that off since then. I don't even care anymore. Because what if, in my scenario, they used it and it's not there anymore? So that stuff I didn't get right. So I think that they're supposed to be staggered slightly. I don't even care. And then once it was painted up, there's a little bit of marring where that antenna used to be. I don't care. And then again, the parts for the mounting of the internal lock are in there that shouldn't be for this variant. Don't care. This is a replacement piece from the older kit that Alex built. There's 14 spares in there. I was so happy, because these are the newer ones, like the little slightly finer ones, and one pinged off while I was moving it. 14 spares. Couldn't believe that. That's why I love this kit. It's awesome. That's that out of scale spare, I know the name for that. Pintle, is that what that's called? Maybe. I don't know. Sorry if I'm not getting this completely in shot. This is a tough angle for me with this stupid iPad. Let's see. That's my favorite bit. The springs and the wire on the travel lock. I'm really proud of that. Probably the finest thing I've ever pulled off. Just got lucky. It works. Or I'm getting better, one of the two. So that's good stuff. Let's look at bad stuff. Sorry, I'm shaking stuff. So where these meet up is not good. It seems like trying to make this fit from when it was warped, and you can still see a little bit of warp in it, caused eventual bad fitting over here. Not terrible, I don't care, but it's not perfect. Let's see. The gun, I mentioned on Google Plus I had to chop the top of the periscope off because they didn't mention the clear part in the instructions. So if you see that now, it's hollow. And it actually looks pretty good once it was painted up. You can't really tell it's two halves of the same different periscopes. So that's fine. The springs that they have you use, like the metal springs, aren't conical, I guess would be the word for that. They don't fit great the way I did them, but I did cut off a kit part and put on metal springs, so I'm still proud of it, even if it does kind of look a bit crap. It's whatever. They dared me to do it, and I did it. Magic tracks are just black. I have my weird way of doing those. What else? Alright, so I'm trying to think of other things that hung me up, especially to help Geeky Rocket, but I don't think he's going to have much trouble with this. If you look at the ammo rack in there, there's brackets, 4 of them that go up. Those should be down because they're spring loaded, and when you put the round in, they pop up like this, and mine are stuck up. Once I figured that out, if I tried to move them, I think I would have broken them, so I was like, it'll just be wrong, that's fine. That's kind of it. It's not that hard, apart from like I was really intimidated by the wire and spring bit. Also, I left off that rounded piece of photo edge. I don't care. That got knocked off on this one. But that's all it is. I mean, I'm going to get that quick wheel mask and redo the wheels, and then start weathering stuff. I haven't decided if I want to try to... I kind of want to do some like lightening of panels. I don't really like that idea because my airbrush skills are crap. So the more finite stuff I try to do, the more elegant stuff I try to do, the more chance I have of boning it up. So I use this cheap $18 siphon feed airbrush with a lot of coats to get this finish. So if you guys see me not pushing my painting skills, it's because, or painting techniques, it's because my skills aren't there, and I don't want to risk like completely boning the thing. Because what I can get is a smooth finish with like one coat, and then when my Neo's not acting up, I can get pretty fine camo. But if I try to go back in here and like subtly lighten this panel, I'll probably overshoot it and then just get upset and have to rebase it, and I'm working on it. Once I figure out how to clean airbrushes correctly, that seems to be just something I don't get. So that's kind of where she is. These instructions were fine, except for, and I think Geeky Rocket, if I knew your first name, it would be easier to talk about you than saying that. This gun page, step 10, was by far the worst. Everything after that was pretty okay. But there's stuff not mentioned, and there's stuff that's very unclear. And I didn't start circling things until I saw, I think, your second video. And then I finally started circling stuff and whatever. Because that's how I messed up with these wrong templates. I wasn't paying attention, and I did like an initial step instead of an early step, so whatever. All in all, very intimidating looking, but pretty simple, and looks really, really sweet together. I was pretty scared by it, and I'm glad I did it. I guess that's all I got. I mean, yeah, I don't want to like overdo it. I want to be helpful and be like, this is the problems I ran into, but when I record a video, I don't really think of stuff. Mostly, I just am angry at these wheels. Also, I'll show this real quick. That's the stencil I used. And my complaint about that was just that there's nothing to like hold it in place. There's a little bit of give in here. And those quick wheel masks that I ordered, there's a wheel-shaped thing in it. Oh, here's a Tiger 1 version. So then they snap into this circle, and then it's actually just a sticker put on the other side of here, and then that holds it, and then they paint really well. So I'm busy, I'm lazy, and I'm a perfectionist, so that's what I'm going to do. I promise I like doing it, though. I'm not as miserable as I sound. So I guess that's what I got. I will put up stuff when I get it together, I guess.